11 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-4. They now have 5 straight wins. Salvador Perez added 3 RBIs to his total, helping the Royals push past the Twins 4-1. Zach Cozart had a home run and 3 RBIs as the Angels disposed of Houston 5-3. The Giants got 11 hits overall as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-5. The Chicago White Sox swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 8-4. The Cleveland Indians combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-0. The Washington Nationals put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Braves 8-2. The Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Padres 5-3. The Chicago Cubs knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-5. The Pittsburgh Pirates sent 3 balls into the seats as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 10-5. Ross Stripling grabbed his 13th win overall this year as the Dodgers nabbed the win from the Brewers 4-3. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Diamondbacks hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Afternoon baseball for your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Michael Fulmer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you know one thing. you have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping.
I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Chopped weakly to the left. Candelario is up with it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. The tag gets one. Here's Mookie Betts. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Fulmer, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's hitless in 6 tries. Ready with the 1-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Red Sox nothing. Tigers coming up. More after this on MLB Network. Striding into the box, number 22. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
And this is taken in for the second out.
Batting third,
first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Comes in with 15 hits in 56 at-bats. He's also taken him deep 4 times. Bogarts has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. We are still scoreless. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Take something off, but it's 1-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Castellanos going back on it. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger, number 14 on the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Enters play here at 279. 18 homers and 54 runs batted in. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Stepping up now, Blake Swihart. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Standing in now, Ian Kinsler. Pitch inside, the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Kinsler ahead and a 2-0 count.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Now to the plate, J.D. Martinez, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
I know these guys have exploded for 3 runs already this inning, but if you think this manager's not going to put his foot on the accelerator, you're kidding yourself. This catcher better be ready. That guy's looking to run at first base.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Popped him up. Castellanos will call him off as he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man. Nick Castellanos now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
2-0 now. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. So a full count now. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Up with it is Kinsler, and there's out number 2. Digging in, James McCann, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. In there, strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still down 3-0. A nice aerial look of downtown Detroit as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast from Comerica Park. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Ball one.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help, too.
The 1-0. Betts is on the move. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Betts stands at second with no outs. Too tight with that one. 3-0. So far this season, Moreland begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Here it comes, the 3-0. Is chased out of the zone for strike one.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball four. Time for a deep breath.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Stepping up to the plate, Cody Bellinger. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos moves over. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Into the box now, Renato Nunez. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. A 1 pitch on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
A 2-1 count to Nunez.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Popped him up. McCann is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Coming to the plate now, Blake Swihart. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Candelario is over to take a look. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Comes set and the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's going to get down out there. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Gloved by Cabrera. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the 1. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And with 1 gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East. Next for the Tigers, number 14. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. 0-1 the count. And that one just missed outside. And it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. And a ball 1-0. This one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Again, he sends it out of play. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail here 4-0. Digging in to try it again, Xander Bogaerts coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The 1-1. Hit down the line at first. And no shot there for Cabrera. It's a fair ball. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Digging in once again, Ian Kinsler. He's set and the pitch. Bogaerts takes off. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He'll try it again from first. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Bogaerts on at first, nobody out. That misses. 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Again, he's off for second. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. Ready now, J.D. Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against them. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Missed with a slider. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Too high, ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for Boston, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 22. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Jose Iglesias comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Hard hit ball to second. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Now batting, Miguel Cabrera. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Sale into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center. Bradley is there. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're down 4-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. He started out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Ground ball foul down the left side. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Cody Bellinger waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Bounce it to the left side. Candelario gonna have to hurry, and there are 2 away now. Digging in, Cody Bellinger. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Throw into second.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And here's Renato Nunez as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're in front 4-0. Back now with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Count is even 1-1 to Nicolas Castellanos. The 1-1 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 34.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The count now at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul. But we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
There's ball 4. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-1. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Now batting, number 14.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Darwa Lugo will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Count now a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Tigers get 1 on this swing of the bat from Nick Castellanos. 5 innings complete. It's now a 4-1 game. Lane Hardy takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 36.
Blake Swihart will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Castellanos. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
Candelario comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox, but they lead it 4. Digging in now, number 22 will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. Now, they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially a leadoff guy.
Slow roller left side. Barehanded in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball 1. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Weekly hit to third. Nunez takes it in. And that's the 2nd out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Yanked on the ground down the line. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Artie Lewicki is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Soft liner to the right side, and this will be a base hit for Kinsler. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. swung on and hit deep to left center. Reyes going back on it at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way. There goes Kinsler. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Two runs on the board after the home run by Mookie Betts. Number 23 for him thus far, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Now batting, the first baseman.
In now, Mitch Moreland. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Stepping in, Cody Bellinger. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. But no chance to recover. Bellinger is on at first after the strikeout. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Standing in, Renato Nunez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that misses for ball 1. Hard on the ground towards short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart. Popped him up. McCann waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run home. Nick Castellanos now due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Nico Goodrum. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Bellinger is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. At the plate, James McCann comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that misses ball 1. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Ball 2. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They trail 6-1. Ready once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch on its way. Now the bunt attempt hits him here, but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air to center. Reyes has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So stepping in, Ian Kinsler. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to the right. Lugo in the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in, number 14. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that's off his leg on the mound. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Lugo, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Kinsler's got it. Step on the bag for 1. On to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Lays off his slider that time. 2-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Tigers leave 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Here's J.D. Martinez, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
J.D. Martinez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Reyes is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Here's Mookie Betts.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Mitch Moreland will be next. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Joe Smith is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Cabrera
Comes set with the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-0 the count. One out, nobody on. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Last breath for the Tigers. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-1 the final tally today. Boston took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Sale wins a league-high 16th decision, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox: 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors, left 8 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.